For more on what's weighing on UBS, let's get to Bloomberg's Matt Miller in Zurich. It's all about the capital ratios, isn't it, Matt? Does this mean that investors are going to see less money return to them or not?
Well, that might be one of the nuances and one of the reasons that investors sold shares of UBS. I'm here in Zurich because I spoke with the CEO, Sergio Ermotti. The capital ratio, as you mentioned earlier, was 13.5%. That's down from 14 and change. And investors have been waiting to hear more about whether or not he plans to raise the dividend or buy back shares. He didn't give them any of that information today, and the shares have run up over the past week or so. So maybe there's a little bit of buy on the rumor, sell on the news with the earnings, or maybe it is a little bit of disappointment with the capital ratio. On the other hand, we learned something really interesting from both Credit Suisse and Barclays as far as client activity. Listen to what Sergio Ermotti had to say about private wealth clients engaging.
I would say that the very ultra clients and family offices have been catching up in the second quarter compared to the first quarter. But across the board, if you look at our Americas, our APAC business, and also in Europe, you saw pick up in transaction volumes and in general in all kind of activities in relation to deploying cash and in a more constructive way.
So that's interesting, Mark and Vani, because, of course, yesterday we heard from Deutsche that client activity was muted. You've heard that from U.S. banks as well. But those banks are talking about hedge fund trading. That's what's not happening there. As far as the actual private clients, the high net worth individuals and the family offices, they are in the market trading. They don't need the kind of volatility that hedge funds do in order to act. So they've been coming back to investments, especially here in Europe, compared to the same time last year.